Alicante, town by town. Vall de Gallinera. Vall de Gallinera is one of the most beautiful mountain areas in the Alicante province. But nevertheless, it is practically unknown. The attraction of this valley, limited by the Almirante, Alboreca, and Foradada mountains, is the abruptness of the terrain. Terraced fields for crops abound here, held by stone walls, giving it a unique image. The abrupt terrain allows for enjoying a landscape that can be viewed from different places, like the Chat or La Carocha lookouts. Viewing points offering an impressive panorama of the valley. Large amounts of springs are found. The town of Vall de Gallinera includes 8 small town centres that add up to just over 600 inhabitants. Benirama, Benisiva, Benitaya, La Carocha, Alpatro, Benisili, Beni Ali, and Yombai. This latter farm is uninhabited and clearly shows the deterioration produced in abandoned houses and by the passing of time. In these towns, life continues in a very tranquil way. The atmosphere in the streets is of complete relaxation. The neighbors start the day with daily chores, distant to the speedy life of cities. A calmness that lets them hear the water in the washing place, sometimes drowned by a car passing, or the whisper of people on their way to the small traveling shop. Laval, as the locals call it, is especially attractive at the beginning of spring, when cherry trees are in blossom, making everything white, till later, when the fruit grows, changing everything to red. Cherries are the main agricultural plantation and one of its identity symbols. A fruit that also has the protected geographical indication cherries from the mountains of Alicante, as a symbol of quality because of the special characteristics of the environment where they are produced, which means complete control of the production. During the flowering period of cherries, the fields show all their splendor and attract many visitors wanting to enjoy this beautiful show of nature that awakens the sensitivity of whoever views it. It's a colorful picture, including the bees that fly to these trees to obtain the nectar from the flowers, at the same time contributing to the pollination. A flight that causes a hum that can be heard at short distance and repeated on every terraced field covering the valley. The cave art shelters, like those of the Beni Ali Gorge and that of Beni Rama, both caged for conservation, are vestiges of the history of Vall de Gallinera. Also the ruins of the two castles that defended the entrance to the Gallinera in the Beni Sili valleys. In ancient times, the latter was the residence of the Muslim chief Al-Azraq, who in the 8th century challenged King Chaume I de Aragon on several occasions. The followers of natural phenomena have a date on the 8th of March and the 4th of October in an area near Benitaya, where there was a Franciscan convent that has disappeared. On these dates, a unique event occurs. The sun rays go through the Peña Forada and illuminate the place of the ancient religious building. This alignment of the sun has become a famous event.